Welcome back, guys, to the Misconception and Opinion of the Conservative. I am Tiffany Van, and I have Miss Ruth with me. How you doing today?
I am doing well.
Good.
In this crazy world of ours.
Right. So, well, let's get into it, because first off, I want to start with the debate.
Okay.
The presidential debate was on Thursday. Tell me, how did you feel about it?
I watched it, listened for about 5 minutes, and that was it. I couldn't take it anymore.
Wow.
It was sad.
5 minutes?
It was sad.
Why
was
5
sad.
minutes?
It was sad because, and I tell you, for our President Biden, I felt sorry for him.
Okay.
Like he should be in a home type of a thing. Like, how dare they allow him to embarrass himself like that?
Okay.
I mean, everyone. I mean, his wife, everything. It was embarrassing. I felt bad for him.
Okay. Well, I did notice in the beginning that, he was kind of, struggling to remember, his thoughts. He would start off talking about one topic, and then he would lead off with something else. And it just, his sentences were not complete with, he needed to say. He was very off topic from time to time. It's because, he couldn't remember, what the questions were, So I totally get it, but that has something to do with, his health condition. Even though he was approved to run by his physician.
God. I think that was a lie. I mean, because if you think about it, every single president, what they do on a day-to-day basis, say whether they're going jogging, the cameras are there, they're watching them jog. They're medical. They give us a report of the president's medical yearly.
Right.
We gotta beg and pull teeth to get this one.
Yeah.
But him struggling, it didn't just start. He's been talking the same way even before he was president.
Yes. Well, I guess it took the debate for people. Well, we've been new. Yeah. But, a lot of the liberals felt like
oh my God,
he could really take this next election on. And it's disturbing to see that this is what it took, But, how do you feel, I mean, about people are saying that, he's not well enough to even make good decisions, based upon him running again. Like, if you're unfit and your health-wise your health is declining, you're not fit to run a country. And he's not well enough to even tell himself, look, this is it. Because in his mind, he thinks he's okay, but he's not. Do you blame his wife? I mean, she's with him every day. I mean,
or is she? I don't know. She kissed the vice president at the State of the Union, so who knows what's going on there?
Wow.
But no, but if it was a corporation, the shareholders would have voted him out, even if it was his own company by now. Do you trust him to do the right thing for anyone, your children, your grandchildren, to make decisions, to make the final decision?
I think, his ego is playing a lot in this
He doesn't
election.
even remember his ego, I don't think.
Probably not.
I'm serious.
Well, you know what
Dementia
he does know that he don't like Trump. He made it known that he's the loser. And what else did he call him? He's the loser, and something else he called him. He has morals of an alley cat. He tends to remember stuff like that when he's, trying to downplay Trump.
Maybe when they're talking in his ear.
But
his little mic thing, whomever's feeding him that or the teleprompter, and they're telling him what to say.
He can't even keep up with the teleprompter. No. And that's one of the reasons why he, was kind of off guard with certain things he was saying, because it was going too fast for him. That's just my opinion, but I'm sure that's part of what happened.
As an incumbent, instead of talking about your opponent, talk on your track record. What have you done?
Speaking on that, I felt like Trump was very professional. I think people thought that he would just go in with full insults the whole entire time, but really it was Joe Biden that was doing that.
Because yes.
and Trump really stuck to why he was there.
Yes.
And he answered the questions. Now, whether people liked it or not, his answers, he answered it.
Yes, the other one, deflect. And for everyone, and especially, and a lot of comments that I saw, like, oh, liar, 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 and they're talking about Trump. So say if they both were liars, okay? Are you that set on a party that you're willing to sell your soul or be that hateful for one person to vote for an incompetent senior citizen?
Right. Well, I think a lot of people just don't want to face facts over feelings, and that's the issue that we're having.
Get them off your sleeve. Stop being butthurt, as they would say. I don't know.
Well, listen. I don't know. Let's go into what Trump said, because it made a lot of headlines.
Okay.
Black jobs.
Right.
Okay. Now, now, here's the thing. You know, the news is going to take clips and change it however they want. But you have to really listen to the context of what he was referring to.
Right.
Basically, what he's saying, I mean, this open border is allowing these illegal immigrants to come over, okay? They're being placed not in wealthy neighborhoods. They're being placed in low-income neighborhoods, which is mostly occupied by Black people.
Okay.
Black and brown people.
Yes.
And in those neighborhoods, right? Now, if they're getting dropped off in those neighborhoods, okay, now they have to start looking for work, right?
Do they? Or do they just take?
They're going to start looking for work.
Yes.
I'm getting to that.
Okay,
they're going to start looking for work. They're going to look for work in their neighborhood. So that means you're already in a Black neighborhood. That means they're going to start getting access, okay, to those jobs that are occupied by mostly African Americans in those low income areas. So yes, they are jobs for Black people. I mean, okay, maybe he worded it wrong. It could have been rephrased a little better, but I get what he was saying.
Jobs for Black people? Yes.
He said they're taking Black jobs.
Okay, got you.
Okay, but people were like, oh, what's a Black job? But listen to the context of what he was talking about.
Exactly.
Okay, don't be ignorant to the facts.
Exactly.
Because they are. And they are going to take the Black jobs. Yeah. Period. Yeah. So I mean that's just facts over feelings.
Look at Martha's Vineyard. When they tried to send a bus up there, what happened? No, they sent them right on their merry way. Said, oh no, we don't have any vacancy here. And that's a vacation spot. But you're right.
Right. Well, let's get into this, because after the debate, Joe Biden visited a Waffle House in Atlanta, Georgia.
Is that the one they booed him or heckled him or something?
No, listen, I didn't see that part. Okay. But here's the thing. They had those people sitting in there waiting for Joe. They were props, okay? They were props. They didn't really want to see Joe.
How much did they pay him?
Okay.
Maybe? Yeah, give me the waffle.
Listen, first of all, we're talking about late night, okay, at a Waffle House in Atlanta, Georgia. We know what type of people are in there. These people that were in there, the prop people, they look like hardworking Americans. They look tired. Oh, wow. Listen. Oh. And they set them there to look like Joe was just, cruising by. No, that was definitely staged, okay? Because I don't know what time it was. I know it was late night. At that time at the Waffle House, they're young people there mostly. I know,
Probably high, getting their munchies what I'm saying?
On. So it was staged. I mean, be real about it, okay? Right. Show your real supporters. Maybe there aren't as many as people really think, or the type of people that people really think. Exactly. A lot of Black Americans are not voting for Joe Biden.
Black, Asian, even those who came to this country legally and migrated here, they are not. And for me, for all the Black people out there, because it hurts me to the core. Because what you said they're illegal.
Right. That's the key word, illegal.
Illegal
We're
aliens.
not against immigrants.
It's
the
illegal.
Illegalness, yes.
It's a nice euphemism. It sounds better. So they enter here illegally. just based on that, they should be arrested. Right? But they're not. We put them up in 5-star hotels. We give them food stamps, food, clothes. In Maine, $4 million, they are building them apartments and they do not have to pay rent for 2 years. Right?
That's insane.
They shouldn't arrest any Americans. Why are Americans, but I'm saying, and you talk about Black Americans, why are you still arresting any Americans, let alone Black Americans? I don't see anyone having a problem with that.
Right. Listen, they're taking over New York City.
They've taken. Yeah, it's going. It's going.
It's a mess, okay? Something needs to happen here, and Joe isn't fit for the job.
No, Joe.
This is really sad.
Joe gotta go?
Yeah, he definitely has to
go.
He gotta go. Well, what do you think about, okay, let's talk about this, because Kamala Harris, she has a commercial that she did with Taraji P. Henson, basically, upping her and Joe Biden and what they're going to do and why we shouldn't vote for Trump, People felt the way about that because Kamala Harris was in that commercial saying, I'm in those streets. I know what's going on. I can hear what's going on. Using Ebonics.
Right.
Trying to relate to the Black community. That's very insulting. And it's like, how low will they go?
Very low. They will go as low as they need to go because it's just like the turkey at Thanksgiving. They're like, we're losing the Black votes, the Democratic ones, and we won't get into why Blacks became Democrats because of welfare when it came out. But
I was embarrassed.
Exactly. But
I couldn't even watch. It was
Black
cringy.
Black folks. We're losing the Black votes, and they know it. Kicker is, he never had my vote.
Listen, they got Fat Joe doing performances at the White House and all this and that. They're using.
How much are they paying him? Is he getting paid?
Who knows? But
is he getting paid? I don't know. He has still debt from 20 years ago.
I'm not gonna lie. Listen, Joe. Okay, I don't know if he's half Black or what. I don't know. I think I don't know. But it's like, in a sense, sometimes I feel like he tries hard to relate to the Black population.
The rapper guy?
The rapper guy, yeah.
Who did the fundraisers for Haiti and so forth?
I don't know if he did
that.
He
did. He was raising money for Haiti.
Okay, he was raising money, okay.
Yeah, for Haiti, and he did that a couple of times. Okay, when Haiti had their coup d'etat, for those who remember from school, when they took over and got tired of their government and just was like killing everyone, burning their buildings down. But one of the first things they did, they let everyone out of prison. And then they start coming here, landing in San Francisco, California, everywhere else.
Yeah, I see it here. It says Fat Joe and Friends for Haiti. Okay. Yeah.
Oh, Haiti, it was bad. Blood in the streets.
I really want to know his reasoning of supporting Joe Biden. Like,
he might be
what is
paid.
it? Because you know what I think is that people just think voting Democrat is the Black thing to do. Okay. And that's really just an ignorant way of thinking because there are better options. That's all I'm going to say.
Even if we only have the two options, cognitive, who is aware?
Listen, the Democrats are calling. They are calling for Joe Biden to step aside. Finally.
Well, it's a little bit late for that. Now, they shouldn't have put him there to begin with.
But listen to this. Nikki Haley, former presidential candidate.
Right.
She made, a statement saying that she feels that they will replace Biden with someone else, a different candidate. Someone younger. That's what she was saying. She's like telling us to stay on our toes.
This is June.
Whatever. But she's saying that they're going to get Joe's going to step down. That's what she's saying. But
for who, Kamala?
I don't know, but she's saying that they are going to get a new candidate.
This is June. With early voting, things like that in Pennsylvania. So you're looking at September or so. So it's 50 days before Election Day that people can request a ballot. It's a little bit late. That's if you want to be an informed voter and actually look into the person, the candidate who was running.
She says the GOP should prepare for a younger, more vibrant Biden replacement. So she's expecting that they will replace Joe Biden with someone younger. Listen, I'm still voting Trump.
Me too.
I'm still.
Hey, I wish I had my keychain.
And I'll tell you why. First of all, we've seen what Trump can do. He's already been in office.
Yes.
He was a great president. So
yes,
I'm still voting for him.
It's nothing personal. It's not personal. It's business. It's professional. Stop wearing your heart on your sleeves and voting based on your emotions. That's why everything that's going on in our nation that's messed up, from healthcare to food, is the way it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's a shame, but well, anywho, Obama made a comment. Okay.
What did he say?
What didn't he say? Well, after the debate, after the presidential debate, he saw all the backlash. Okay, he saw the backlash that Joe was getting, and he went on Twitter and said, "Bad debate nights happen. Trust me, I know. But this election is still a choice between someone who has fought for ordinary folk his entire life and someone who only cares about himself." Now, I'm going to pause right there. Because, first of all, Joe Biden has not fought for anyone except the people who look like him. Okay? Joe Biden has made racist comments his entire life.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So, first of all, for him to sit up there and defend our known races is really crazy to me. But, it's like they'll do anything and say anything just to excuse the poor judgment that they have been trying to push on to other people that Joe is fit. Okay? But fighting, he fought all his life.
For who? Okay, Joe Biden has been in office since he was 29 years old. Okay? He has been a United States congressman since 29. As a Democrat. So basically everything that is wrong, that needs to be changed, the laws and things like that, he voted on it. He said yes and voted on that. As far as, the different parties, we need to start voting for who is the most qualified person for the position, for the job, for this country. Joe has not only himself, but he's helped out every other country. He's sold out every country. We have no allies. Just saying.
Well, people have been saying that actually Barack Obama is the one pulling the strings in the White House.
Probably.
Still. People have been saying that.
He messed up things too. Yeah, I said it. Yeah.
I mean, I never voted for Obama.
Me either. I wish he would have left health care alone. Death care, because if you can't afford it, you die.
Oh, wow. And it's supposed to be affordable.
It's not. I owe $4,500 from my surgery that I had last week.
Oh, wow.
And it was not like that. So people need to educate themselves and see how insurance was before he made the changes.
Well, people,
Rothman did my back. I paid zero. A $200,000 surgery.
People don't like to do their research and just, really get an understanding of what's happening. People just looking at skin color.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to vote for them because they're black.
That's wrong. That's racist. That's discrimination.
It is.
That goes against so many different things.
But that's neither here nor there, because at the end of the day, America got to see what we're up against.
Not only America, but every country out there that's coming for us. They saw him. They know all our weak spots. China, North Korea, and Russia. Yeah. They're here and more are coming. That's my opinion.
Well, I do want to talk about Clyde
Reed? No, not Reed.
No.
I remember.
That's his name is Jim Clyde. Now he's a state rep.
In Atlanta? South Carolina. One of the Carolinas, I believe.
I forget, but listen.
Okay.
I can look it up. But the thing is, let me pull it up. Jim Clyde. because this guy,
he's going around
he
with
felt
Trump,
the
with
way.
Biden.
Yeah, he's going. Of course, he's a Democrat. And the thing is, he actually made a comment stating that Black elders should try and talk some sense into their children, and that was in reference to millennials voting for Trump.
Oh my God!
Listen,
how much did he pay for his soul for that?
My whole thing is, sir,
God.
Black Americans are really waking up, okay?
Oh my God!
And we're not just going with a certain party because it's the thing to do. It's trendy, you know. It's what Black folk are to do. Vote this way. No, we're looking at policies now. You can't just brainwash us and tell us anything. We're doing our research now. Okay, we're stepping up to the plate. We're active. We want to know what's going on, and we're not just having these politicians in office telling us anything.
He's in his 80s too, right?
And not doing nothing. Okay,
he's in his 80s or something too, right?
So listen, I think, and first of all, that's an insult. I don't know how old he is, but that's an insult.
He is. He's been there for a while.
For him to even say that as if we don't know any better,
right?
As if we can't educate ourselves on policy.
And if that's the case...
Because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. Policies.
Exactly. I don't have to like you.
Yes.
We don't have to go out. What are your policies? What are you going to do? How is it going to affect my life, the day-to-day, and keep the rest of them at bay? But the kicker is, if they were to actually, the grandparents, I'm a grandmother.
Okay.
And when I talk to my grandchildren, and I don't care how far back you have to go, I'll go back to the Civil War. 4th of July is coming up, okay? Civil War is what I call the war over free labor and booty. When they say the Democratic Party is the party for the working class, I guess they are, because the Democratic Party has been around the longest, and the working class were their slaves out there in the field. Just saying.
Right.
Harriet, Frederick Douglass, all of the Black people that everyone knows about, there are a lot more that have invented, who are awesome and amazing. They left the slavery of the South, the Democratic South, came up north to fight against the Democratic South and slavery. Because they want to come up here and get their slaves. Oh, no, you can't stay up here, New York, Maryland, etc. We need our property back, our chattel. Right now, no one has to put us in slavery. We're putting ourselves into slavery again.
Yes, definitely.
Again. My people perish from a lack of knowledge. And we're dying.
Well, here's the other part. People are saying, well, if we elect Trump again, he's going to take us back to the Jim Crow days. What
propaganda. Do you think? That's propaganda. That is because they know. What was that saying? If something you don't want Black people to know, put it in a book. But now everyone has smartphones, so it's like Google, look it up. So that's clickbait. They figure, well, they're not going to research it anyway. Let's just put this out there. They'll believe it. They'll believe any and everything, which so many people do. That's fine. Sheeple. It still is America. You can vote, do whatever you want. For right now.
Right. Yeah. So, moving forward, what do you really think now that this first debate has happened? I do believe they're supposed to do a second debate.
Oh, God, no. Please don't. No.
Yeah.
No.
Where do you see this election going?
I am voting for Trump. And everyone in my household, my children, etc., they're all Republicans as well. Conservative, which all Black people were. Who escaped the South. I believe that everyone's going to vote for Trump. People who are Asian, Muslims, for so many different reasons. Even if you want to go to family values, they don't want the schools and all saying what your children should believe, what religion is good, what religion is bad, and shoving everything down their throats. I believe that's how it will go. Unless I don't know, something happened with the numbers or something of that nature.
Wow.
Who knows?
Wow. Well, let's move forward because I do want to speak on in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. They have passed a law where the Ten Commandments will be taught in schools.
Okay.
Great. How do you feel about that?
Great. And I say that, first off, this country, the founding, etc., one nation under God, period. I believe, I don't know if it was this year or last year. Remember the ACLU here in Pennsylvania? They fought because there was a school in Pennsylvania. They wanted to have an after-school program about Satan and to teach Satan. So I stopped that because this is still America. But what it also did, it opened the door. So just like you talk about Satan, guess what? Let's have an after-school program or something about God.
Well, I mean, if you can teach, transgender education, then religion education is fine too.
Well, and you know what? It is. But I don't know. Did it say it was going to be taught in school or it was going to be displayed in schools?
Well,
I thought it was displayed.
Yeah. They're saying that they're going. Yeah, it will be displayed.
Displayed.
Yeah, it will be displayed.
Growing up,
of course,
here in Philadelphia, I don't know about you, but in the morning, we did the Pledge of Allegiance. We sang the Star Spangled Banner, and in the school where I went to, we also sang "Lift Every Voice and Sing."
Yeah,
and we had a moment of silence.
One nation under God,
indivisible. Exactly,
we had to say that,
and a moment of silence.
Well, I don't see what's wrong with displaying the Ten Commandments.
It's just there.
You display the gay flag. So
in schools, they do. Do they in school?
They display things that we know is gay related.
I know they have books in the library that the children can see. So if you're curious and you want to know what two women or two guys do when they get together, no, there's an illustration in there in like middle school, high school.
Okay.
That they can be like, dang, that's what you do? Okay.
Right.
But no, not for my grandchildren.
Yeah, so
that's up to the parents, I believe.
People are saying, well, if you want your child to learn religion, a certain religion, then put them in a Christian school,
So does that mean if they go to public school and I don't want my grandchildren or my grandson to think, oh, no, if you want to blow another guy or something, I think all of that should be left out of school. Teach what they need to learn.
I don't see what
to be productive.
What is wrong with teaching children right from wrong? I mean, that's pretty much what the Ten Commandments consist of.
Correct.
So, but I can understand their point of view. If that's not your religion, I definitely understand that because I wouldn't want my child, learning a religion that I don't teach them. So I get it. But at the same time, it's like the public school system is so screwed up. You just push any agenda in it. So you know what? At this time, it's like, great. Finally, we're getting God back in schools. So.
Yeah, and if you think about our everyday laws, they're based on the Ten Commandments. Thou shalt not kill. Murder is illegal. Thou shalt not steal. You go to jail for stealing. Well, yeah, I don't know. It was a $500 limit. People kind of stretch that out. It's like free for all, but
yeah.
But if they can see Satan is displayed there. No one is jamming it down their throats.
Facts.
And saying we're going to take away your school lunch, your food, your funding unless you do it.
Right.
Like Biden is doing.
He did. Right. Pushing that gay agenda and transgender agenda on little children. Yeah.
Or no free lunch.
And that program or the lunch program ends. That's pretty much.
Do it or we'll take the money. And that's pretty much so in places where
wrong.
A lot of
period.
People who can't afford or black brown
Right.
people live, or guess what, white people are poor too. You know, I forget the saying that Joe Biden said that insinuated that only black people were poor.
You know what? He says so much. I can't.
Creepy Joe, just don't talk about
can't
your
recall
legs,
it all.
the blonde, the creepiness. And you know what? The hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm.
There are many women that have filed sexual complaints against him.
Biden?
Yes, about Biden. That the University of Delaware has been holding in the basement and refused to let out.
Wow, that's another topic.
They kept saying, no, he's going to run for office. It's like, so what about those women?
Well, that's why people are saying that, you know, his time is coming in court. But
women
you know,
in where? In court?
Yeah, people are saying that he's up next.
For court? No, the DOJ, when they found stuff in his garage that wasn't supposed to be there, he was found guilty. But then they also, the DOJ said that he was unfit to stand trial.
Oh, gosh. They always do that with old white men.
Mentally old, not fit to stand trial.
Anywho.
But I'm going to push the button. Boom. There's another missile going. Boom.
Listen, we're going to wrap this up, guys. This was a great show. This segment was great. Listen, tune in to our next show.
Yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.